Hi everyone, it's Joe. Welcome back to another ramble. It is Sunday, December 18th at 10:43 p.m. EST. Let us commence the ramblage. Okay, first thing is first. After I got off the ramble last night, I played more Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Oh, this game. Oh, this game. Oh, this game. It's just so rough. Like, I'm having an enjoyable enough time, but it's just so rough. Oh, man. Like, okay, so sorry. So I was playing last night, and I did some side content. Okay, so I'm currently re-recording here, just because I straight up dropped my phone. So, like, sorry if it's sudden shift, but I feel like this is acceptable to record over. I straight up just dropped my phone. As I was saying, so I did some side content, and the side content, like, there's nothing hard. They're just, like, these short little missions that literally can be done in, like, 2 minutes. The longest part about them is getting to the mission, like, is the traversal. So, yeah, I did some side missions, and then I was doing the main quest, and I think I had it crash a few times. And then, like, you're doing a boss fight, which there's something I don't understand. So you're doing this boss fight, and there's this lady, and she takes away your, like, vampire powers, so you have to fight her without them. Now, according to a trophy, there is a way to get her to give them back to you. I don't know how to do that. I didn't do it. So there's a trophy that I got, which was beat her without my powers on easy or normal. So then a little bit later, I'm doing another story mission, like, and it was like, yeah, which I'm gonna get back to this boss fight in a second. But it's like, so I'm doing this other main mission, and you do this other sort of, like, puzzle boss fight with somebody else, kind of, and that one was, like, far, in my opinion, was a little bit better than the first boss fight I was just talking about. But so I get the trophy for it. The trophy for beating the first person I was talking about without your powers is, like, and I believe beating her with your powers is rarer than the second boss, which doesn't make any sense to me, because as far as I could tell, you had to, like, this wasn't something you could skip. I mean, apparently, maybe it is, or maybe the trophy's just bugged. I hadn't thought of that, but I don't know. That's just weird. Anyway, so this first boss, like, at first it seemed really cool. It was about this. The boss was this vampire, who runs a nightclub, and she has all these, like, humans who she's, like, controlled and, like, brainwashed, who she's gonna, like, drain all their blood from. So, like, these brainwashed humans, like, start attacking you in groups, and, like, you don't have your powers. So, like, you fight them off, and you do this, like, a few times, and then you face her, and so so you fight her off. You take down one of her 3 health bars, and then she sends some of the humans after you. So you take them out, and then, like, they could potentially gang up on you and, like, literally get you stun locked, which was insanely annoying. But so you get past that, take down second health bar, and you're like, okay, this isn't too bad. So you take out the next group of humans, and you get to the final round of her health bar, and then when she's fighting you, like, she just, maybe I just got, like, severely unlucky. Like, she started, like, dodging literally every one of my attacks. Now, you could call that a skill issue, but, like, I don't understand how we went for the first 2 rounds being insanely easy to the third round where she becomes, like, untouchable. And then on top of that, her minions start, like, charging in at the same time. So then, like, not only can you not hit her, you're getting stun locked from, like, everybody else. And, oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. Yeah, but I got that done, and then I did, like I was talking about, I got to another boss fight with this other guy, and it was, like, significantly better. My only problem is once you finish that, you go into like one of the detective levels where you play as the dude in your head and you like relive some of his memories, which in theory at first sounded cool, and I have learned that they are not very interesting missions. At least in my opinion, they have not been very good. So, they had a high note finally, and then it's just like, okay, you're gonna do something that's really boring now. But yeah, I went to bed and then I woke up today. I laid in bed until about 11. I came downstairs. Just kind of chilled for a bit, had breakfast, and then I had to go to work. So, for those that don't know, I work at Walmart, and I run, like, the self-checkouts. Like, they'll tell me where to go. Like, they'll go either this side or that side, and then that's basically my whole day, which a lot of people would probably think is boring. I've learned I don't mind boring, because boring is typically easy. It's something I know how to do. So I got there today. My shift was at 1, so I got there about 12:50. Went inside, clocked in, and then my work phone just went off. I'm sorry, that's very loud. I'll have to remember I hadn't even thought of that being a disturbance. If it was even audible on, which if it was, I'm sorry, but I'll have to remember to turn that off or turn it down in the future for these. Because I know yesterday it wasn't making any noise, so I hadn't thought of it. But anyway, so I got there, and they immediately gave me a new vest. So I now have a new vest like everybody else. It's a darker blue, and on the back it says, "We're happy to help," which I think is legitimately only true for, like, me and, like, one other person. Most of my coworkers don't seem like they are happy to help. Not to, like, boost my own ego, but I typically am happy to help you. Like, I have no issue with it. So yeah, I got my new vest, and then they put me down on grocery side self-check, which is like the big area. I worked with 2 people that I had worked with before, Justin and Sandy, and then they both left at 3 p.m., and I was working with 2 people I didn't know, Riley and Angela. And then 3:30 took my break, so I chilled in the subway for about 15 minutes. And then it was more of the same, just helping people with whatever down on the self-checks till 6 o'clock when I went home. I will say, though, I was talking to Justin, and he was like, and so I know with Justin, when he talks about people like this, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. So he comes up to me and he's like, "I've noticed you grew your hair out." Like, Justin is like old-fashioned, like older generation. I'm not saying there aren't people in older generations who, like, I'm not saying everybody is like Justin, but he was like, "Yeah, so I noticed you grew your hair out," and I was like, "Yep, I did that, yeah." And he was like, "Well, you're in college, so I get it. Wanted to try that out at least once. I had a cousin like that, whatever. Then like after college, you went back to normal hair." And he's like, "I'm not making fun of you. I promise I'm not. It's just that Barb said something." Okay, Barb is like a lady who works front end. She works register. She's like really old. And, like, I'm like, I don't think I've ever talked to Barb. I'm like, I've never worked with Barb because she only works register. It's like, what does Barb have to do with any of this? Like, I want to know what she said about me. Of course, like I said, Justin could be making everything up. He probably is. It's just like, okay, Barb, what did I do to you? We've never even worked together. Other than, like, being there, like, working together in the sense that, yeah, you're on shift and I'm on shift and we work in the same store, but, like, we've never interacted really. And it's like, why is it any of her business? Assuming she legitimately said something, but I doubt it. It's probably Justin. But yeah, I was saying I came home at 6, or I'm sorry, like 6:30, because we stopped and got dinner at Chipotle. Like, we brought it home, we ate it, and then we watched 2 episodes of JoJo Part 5, and I was trying to remember what episode we were on. Then I went up and took a shower. And then I did the math, and I realized that at our current rate of 2 episodes a day, we wouldn't finish part 5 before I went back to school. So we watched an extra episode. I think if we keep this up a little bit, we will be more than, like, set. But yeah, so then my mom told me that so far her favorite part might be part 5, which I think is really interesting because I would not have picked this to be her favorite part. I figured she wouldn't have liked it as much as the others, but hey, that's fine. I say a lot of people think part 5 is the best part, and I kind of get it. It's not my favorite. I think I've said before, my favorite anime JoJo part is part 4. If we include the manga, it's part 7, but let's see. I know part 5 is popular for a reason. But yeah, then I had a snack, and here we are. So I think when I get off the ramble, I'm gonna check the Steam sales again, and the PSN sales and Switch sales. Mostly the Switch sales because I haven't had a chance to do that. I'm gonna there's like one game I want to check on PSN, and then I'm gonna like compare with how much money I'm gonna like how many games and stuff I have in my Steam cart. I'm gonna pick some stuff up. Like my PC's still on, so the plan is to run in there and like buy some stuff, then turn my PC off. But also I kind of want to save to buy some stuff off Amazon. I don't know. Yeah, that was pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about today. So I'm gonna wrap it up here, and as always, if man, just when I'm wrapping up too. Alright, that's not fun. If you enjoyed what you're listening to, hit like, leave feedback in the comments below, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to stay up to date on things I post. Follow me on Twitter if you feel so inclined to do so for the random post over there. I've been a little more active over there recently. I don't know if that's gonna stay, but I've just kind of noticed. But yeah. Also, I feel like I just said this, but subscribe and turn on post notifications to stay up to date on things I post. Yeah, I totally just said that, and I asked you to follow me on Twitter. Sorry. As always, your support means the world to me. I love you all, and most importantly, I miss my best dude more than anyone else and anything else in this entire world. And she's the best, and I love her, and I can't wait until I get to talk again, hang out, do whatever. But I'll be back tomorrow with another ramble. Until then, bye.